a couple more, pursuing the wrong things, which I think we've talked about a little.
Yeah.
And these do, but I think we've cleaned out things. I think some of the prophetic words that have come, the convergence is God's wanting us to get away, do away with some of the stuff perhaps that we've made the focus. Like you said earlier about prayer, the stuff we're preaching and the foundational stuff, getting back to that. But I also think that's good, and we start like that. But then even in downtime like this, lockdown, we begin to pursue the wrong things. We can now be pursuing how good are we going to be on cameras and how good. And again, they're real things. I've also realized that the devil desires to destroy us, but he's only been given the power to distract us.
That's good.
So the reality is, how does he destroy us? By distracting us. And I think that's why if we're unaware of that, and we're pursuing the wrong things, or we're pursuing what others are telling us to, or pursuing what others are saying. Another prophetic word that's come that, again, if you've heard me say this, forgive me, but I love the story of Noah, and I love what Noah did, because without Noah doing what he did, none of us would exist today. Mm-hmm. But I haven't preached on Noah a whole lot, I must say, maybe in the 24 years of ministry, probably 4 or 5 times. But recently I watched a video with my kids and my wife. We watched this, Nicole recorded something about Noah, and I ended up watching it. And it wasn't that funny movie. It was like a theological one or a historical one, but it was theologically wrong. So I struggled with it. But I have to tell you, in watching it, I went to bed absolutely enlarged, encouraged, challenged by the tenacity of Noah and his willingness to stick to the plan, even when his family and people mocked him and it made absolutely no sense. Yeah. I thought this man, and it says that Noah found favor in the eyes of God, and there has been something of God speaking to us about his favor in it. So anyway, I went to bed that night and I was encouraged, challenged. Wow, what a man, just sticking to it. Even the next morning I wake up, and from one of the guys within NCMI, a guy I really respect as a prophetic voice, sent me this prophecy, and he said, Tyrone, I've got this prophecy around Noah. And he began talking about how NCMI, and again, not us exclusively. I know the other pastors, other leaders hearing that are part of other things. We're not exclusive. But he said, I felt God saying that NCMI, New Covenant Ministries, is a ark. And we are building something by the blueprint of God that we need to stick to and keep building, because the flood, and it's not, I don't believe it's a fearful flood, but it's the move of God, and then shifting to another season is going to require an ark that is built according to the blueprint of God, not tag on, add on. And I was challenged by that, because honestly right now, Mark, for you, I'm sure in your local church, but for me, leading us through this as a team leader, there's so many people telling me we should stop doing this and we should move from this. Please hear my heart, we've got to be teachable, and God does use people to talk to us. Mm-hmm. But I also wanted to say, man, I better make sure that what it is we're doing is what God's called us to, and not just embracing and pursuing wrong things and getting busy with all the stuff that's going to waste time in the season that God has us. Yeah. So again, that's for everyone to find out what that is. But I think just be careful. We're not pursuing the wrong thing or getting distracted even in a season like this, or going back to distraction as we come out of it. Yeah. We've got to stick to the plans that God has. Maybe.